All right, who's popping on first today? No, it's pointing backwards. All right. It's always a race to see who's going to pop on first. It's either my mother or Kayla. Melanie? We got 5 people.
Oh,
My mother came up first. Hello, Mama. I love you.
Okay, good. Sound is good.
Sound is good. We got this. It's a not fancy microphone. All right. Hey, quiet in the background. Quiet in the background, Mike Wright. He's ignoring us. All right, everybody.
Can I just say that we're here in Daytona and I come here to be warm and it's just as cold at home.
Notice the jacket. Yeah.
I'm freezing.
Notice the jacket. All right. All right, we're gonna wait a minute for a few people to pop on. Today is a hot tub. It's a hot tub deal. All right. So we are coming live today from Daytona Raceway. We're here for the Daytona Challenge Triathlon. And today's live is going to be all about our hot tub, Twilight 8.2. So
it's amazing.
Yep. So people sometimes ask us questions about. Actually, I want to mention, before I even get started, our friends here at the Raceway have been so good helping us out. We have, and I'll show you in a little bit here. We have this hot tub here. I realize you can't see it, but we're leaning on it. And then we've got a swim spa. Yesterday, when we fill a swim spa with a hose, those of you who have them take 6, 7, 8 hours to fill one. Not when Daytona Speedway brings a fire truck with a 4-inch hose. They fill that thing up fast. Unreal.
It was really awesome.
All right. So here,
you see, we've got master spas from Poland.
We got someone from Poland on. So very cool. Yeah, actually, and I always forget to say it right as we start. Make sure you let us know where you're watching from. We love to see that. It's like the best part. We've got some noise in the background. There's a
Mike McClure, you are not waiting for your hot tub.
Mike McClure, you are not allowed to comment, sir. All right, very good. All right. Are you aware of any professional movers who can move a trainer? This is probably not the right time to ask that right now, but we definitely do. All right. So anyway, today is going to be all about the Twilight 8.2, which we're leaning on. It's probably one of our top couple of best sellers. The Twilight platform is amazing, and I'm going to show you all about it. We're going to show you all about it. Sorry, Mary.
No.
And we're adapting to a different environment here, and it's a little different. So very cool. And it's actually cold here.
Yes.
So like Mary kept her jacket on. I had my jacket on right until it was time to turn the live on. So
I'm not taking my jacket off, but I do have my master spa.
That's right. We're logoed up. We're logoed up. All right. We're following the rules. We're making sure that we're safe and that everybody's comfortable. Just as important. All right. And we've got our masks on, so sound is good. We've got this new, very basic microphone that actually works even better than the crazy fancy one. So we're going to take that one and throw it in the swim spa afterwards. All right. So you want to get started with the hot tub?
Yep.
So you got our questions in there. So we've got questions sent in, and then as always, you can ask the questions while we're live. We should be able to see them. That should work pretty well. Okay. And we're good to go. All right.
All right.
So
let's take a look at this.
I'm going to turn this around here.
Twilight 8.2.
All right. I'm going to turn this around. All right. Look at that. All right. Twilight 8.2. So this is 94 by 94 inches. We always just say 8 by 8 because it's easy. Our Twilight 8.25 will be delivered tomorrow morning. Lindsay.
Nice.
Awesome. So this is a little bit of what you have to look forward to. All right. This is Daytona International Raceway water here at its best, looking great and perfect. Daytona National Speedway. Sorry, I'm a mess. All right. So first thing I want to talk about is I ordered a Twilight 8.2. Maria, you are going to love this live. All right. The first thing I want to talk about here, if you notice these 3 jets I have taken out, all right, they're different. All right. And we do some funny stuff here at Matt. Oh, that's not working well. We do some funny things. I'll just hold them individually because you can hear the wind is whipping around. Master Spas, as you know, we use a gasketed jet, okay? And then also the jet can be turned up and down, and we'll show you that. We'll turn these jets on, and they are amazing, all right? So, but this jet, this is a spinner jet. You see that, how it spins in there? I'm trying to hold the camera and, whoop.
Why don't I hold it for you?
Come help me, Mare. Actually, just you hold that and spin it in there so we can see it moving.
So this spins.
That spins, okay? So that's a spinner jet. That feels like a hand squeezing. All right, let's show the deep tissue next.
Okay.
The deep tissue jet is directional, all right? That feels like a thumb digging for gold. That's therapy. These are amazing. And then you've got the gentle. Also directional. I'll get Mary's face in there. All right, that feels like a palm. And they all feel different. So the claim to fame here on this bad boy is that they're interchangeable, okay? You can actually switch those jets out, all right? Are we running heat? Let's see what's going on there. Yep, little cycle there for heat. All right. So now these three jets all can be interchanged. Now there's some large and some small. Now inside there, I really wanted that to be off during this. It just popped on.
How about this?
Okay.
That helps a little bit.
It does. So you can see those big, massive foot jets in there.
They're my favorite thing about this hot tub.
There's 14 individual nozzles in there, and they just blast water. So I actually, you know what? Let's put it back to that and just
Okay.
show them while they're on.
Do you want to just quickly mention these diverter valves?
You know what? Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's always funny. People always ask, swim spot questions to us, and then they're like, "Do you guys know anything about the hot tubs?" And we do know the water goes on the inside, right, Mare? That's about as much as we know about them. All right. So there you go. All right. I turned the heat off so that would shut off. Okay. So these big valves, you've got. I never seen. I'm going to walk up on the steps without falling off. See that guy there? The small valves, not those. Those two are air controls. So you can have water come out of the jets or water and air. Most people leave the air on full and just leave it. Then you have this oddly sized one. Is that the right word?
I don't know. I always say medium.
Medium-sized one. I always say oddly sized one. And that's for your waterfalls. Okay, one next to Mary.
You have two
Yep.
lit up waterfalls on the outside, and then you have one water shooter on the side there where the lounge is.
Water feature. Water feature, Mary.
Feature.
It's
That
a water
also lights
feature.
up.
All right. Now, in the big ones, those are diverter valves. They change where the water is going.
Yep.
All right, so let's put on low speed. You have two pumps in here. Right now, those are the big foot jets on low. I'm going to turn them up. These Master Blasters are what we're known for.
Yep.
As I missed the button. Unbelievable. Those run about 75, 80 gallons a minute each. All right, and there's two of them in there, obviously, so you're about 150, 160 gallons of water. Just epic. And one of those jets is big enough to actually put 2 feet on. Then you've got the lounge going. I'm going to shut everything off to show the neck and shoulder jets, because that's the craziest seat. So that's your lounge.
Oh wait, I think.
No, it was on.
Oh okay.
Yeah, it was on. So there's a couple things I want to point out here. Actually, we got to show the neck and shoulder jets.
Okay.
All right.
Standing away.
So, all right. So on the Twilight, pump 2 runs that seat. Yeah. That is therapy for your neck and shoulders. Mary, will you go turn those down and up by the jet? So watch this. Everything can be controlled by the jet. I have not turned the power down, so you can actually control the therapy. Don't worry about that. You can control the therapy by the jet, okay? And then remember the oddly sized one? Waterfalls. You got the lights, a little bright out for the lights, so you can't really see them. Now we'll turn everything on. There you go. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Twilight 8.2. Amazing. Amazing. Such a great hot tub. Such a great hot tub. All right. Okay. So, a couple things. I don't think the neck and shoulder turn all the way off. Yeah, they don't, Greg. There's still water flowing out of them. They just turn way down because they're so strong. Okay, so now I've got the jets off. And if you've ever looked between the Twilight 8.2 and the 7.2, they're very close. Obviously, the size is different, but there are a couple of differences, all right? And I didn't know this back in the day when we first started, but the differences are those Achilles jets in the neck and shoulder seat. The 7.2 does not have those, okay? And they really feel fantastic. And then over here in the lounge, this is the special part. You've got, see those two little jets right there and there? We call them the hand jets, carpal tunnel jets, whatever you want to call them.
Nice.
They feel amazing. They feel absolutely amazing. But the big difference in the 7.2 doesn't have those. But see those two guys right there? Those are the hamstring jets, and then these are lower legs, all right? So the hamstring jets, the jet that we install is the spinner jet. I'll put it on camera. The spinner jet spins around. That feels like a hand squeezing, and it hits right in the belly of that hamstring and feels, it's just incredible, okay? It just feels incredible. And the 7.2 doesn't have those, but that, you know, obviously you can fit more people in the 8-footer, okay? But those jets are different. And the hamstring jets, if space is not a concern, I would definitely recommend the 8.2 because those jets alone are totally awesome. Now let me ask you, Mare. So as you guys know, Mary is not a tall woman. Do you have any trouble sitting in that lounge
No.
with those hamstring jets on?
No, I don't. And I really like the hamstring jets. My feet don't quite reach,
Anything.
reach the feet.
Your feet don't reach anything.
But
The feet
I
jets.
do get the hamstrings, and for any athletes, especially runners out there, the calf
Oh, yeah.
and the hamstring jets are really great for after
Oh, yeah.
a run or any kind of, you know, muscle soreness that you have after a workout. And I also, like I mentioned earlier, love those foot jets for after a long day of running or even for
Even
a
just
long day
standing.
of
Yeah,
working.
just
Yeah.
standing.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get in there and guys, I mean, I want to explain this. At the end of the day, if you're standing, if you're sitting at a desk in your back or a long car ride or any of that stuff, to get in here, you hit that hot water even before you turn the jets on, and that stuff just melts. The cobwebs melt right off of your body. Now, I want to talk about the deep tissue jets in the lounge, something that's near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
Okay? I'm going to walk up on the steps. I'm going to try not to fall. If I fall, at least I'll fall in the water. So you've got those 8 jets in the center there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the lower legs, or the upper leg and lower leg in the Twilight. So now, what I like to do in mine, that's a deep tissue jet. So any athletes out there, or anyone who's working with a trainer, or someone who is doing their own research on how to do soft tissue work and foam rolling, which I don't have a foam roller here to show you. If you know what foam roller is, then you can, you understand what you're trying to flow blood through those muscles. So you can actually switch those jets. Actually, Mara, will you pop one of those jets out so they can see how easy that is? Switch those two for us. Thank you, doctor.
My hands are so cold this water is like burning right now.
It's cold. It is cold. I'm surprised I'm not shaking the camera more. See what she did there? Now, these are interchangeable, all right? And it's just that easy. And we always get the question, can you do it when there's water in there? Yes, you absolutely can. Because you're not taking the housing, just the jet itself. Okay, so just like that, you can switch them. Thank you, ma'am. Joe has 825, awesome tub. I completely agree, brother. So now if you take all these jets out and you put the deep tissue jet in there, this guy, if you put that full pump on, then you're going to get launched out of that seat. One of the biggest complaints about lounges is that people float out of them, okay? You have a huge pump on this Twilight. I don't care what size and shape you are, it's going to launch you out of there. We're 75% more buoyant in the water. You're going out. You're not going to stay. But if you turn all those jets down, you just twist the jet and there's nothing coming through them. All that water's got to go someplace, right? So it's going to come out of those 8. But here's the thing. So I'm 5'8", 180 pounds, and I'm pretty dense. It flips me right over. So what I do is I actually turn off one side and do the right leg, and that I'm able to stay in the seat, and then I'll rotate my legs and my calves. Mary and I are mostly running endurance type training, running, biking. So you guys know that we're triathlon based. So in there, it's like foam rolling, and then you can just put whatever part of your calf, for runners, for triathletes, calf rolling is hugely important. And then for other people who are not necessarily doing that sport or that endurance type training, we get adhesions in our calves, and it's where a lot of our pain comes from. It's where a lot of plantar fasciitis comes from. So this is going to get in there, and it's really going to dig for gold in there, and it is amazing. It doesn't hurt like when you foam roll. It actually can be uncomfortable. This is not uncomfortable, but you have a little tip of that pain that you get from foam rolling, which is good. Be clear, it's what you want. It's a good pain because you have an issue there and you're working on it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to twist those muscles in there, and it feels just absolutely amazing. Okay, then you have the obviously the temperature of the water, then the water itself, and you get the therapeutic value from the jets, and then you can switch the other leg and do it and just turn them back on. It works so fantastic. And this is an 8-foot tub. Mary, I tease Mary, she's short, I'm short. We're short. That's just all there is to it. There's no other way to put it, and neither one of us has a thing with it, so you can make fun, it's all right. But in there, neither one of us has issue or problem getting to those proper jets, and it's just so well done. I can't even explain it enough. All right, but the Twilight is actual therapy. It's not a little foofy spa here. This is a beast. Okay, and again, you can turn everything down just in case you're not looking for that. So I'm gonna scroll back through here.
So we just want to let everybody know again that we are here. We're on location at Challenge Daytona, which is an amazing triathlon that's going to be happening this weekend, and we are at the Daytona International Speedway. So this is going to be really awesome, and we just happen to be able to have this hot tub here so we can highlight it, and we're also going to be hopefully doing some other videos during the weekend, but we'll keep you posted on those.
Absolutely.
And one other thing that we're going to do is we're going to be giving away a special swag bag.
Do we have it?
We do.
Did you hide it back there?
I hid it.
I was going to make someone bring... Look at her.
And there's some really awesome goodies in this bag. You need to go over to our Master Spa's Instagram page, like the post, give us a really great comment on it, and you'll be entered to win this awesome swag bag. We've got 10 that we can give away, so hurry on over there. Wait, don't go yet. Finish the Facebook.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, that's
then
right.
Go over there to our Master Spa's Instagram page where we're giving away 10 swag bags while we're here at the Daytona International Speedway for Challenge Daytona.
It's a beautiful plug. You were perfect with that. Okay, so we have questions. You want me to scroll through here, or you want to do the ones that we got?
We can do the ones we got then while you're scrolling. So I'll
yeah, so what we'll do is I'll camera you.
Okay.
Hop over in the middle there.
So
It's prettier.
I apologize for having my phone here, but we're kind of limited.
We're on location. Everybody's fine. They love you. They love you.
The first question is from Carl in Maryland. How hot can a Master Spa's hot tub get? So on your control panel there, you can turn the temperature from 80, and it can go all the way to 104. From what I understand, that is the federal legal limit for an in-home hot tub.
That is a federal law. Yep.
So 104 is the hottest that the hot tubs can get. So there you go, Carl. Next question is from George in Missouri, I think. Can you exercise in a hot tub? If yes, suggestions on how.
I'm gonna go with not really.
Yeah, if you that's what's so great about our swim spas is that you can really exercise in the swim spas because they're deeper and they're bigger. With the hot tubs, it's not very deep water. So it's hard to really be able to exercise in there because the water is really, when you step inside, it's really not very deep to be able to do any kind of exercising in there. I suppose that maybe if you were sitting in the seats and you had maybe a water weight or something, you might be able to, and you could definitely move your legs, kick your legs while you're in the hot tub, but we would definitely recommend just going for a swim spa. That's where you can really get some good
just do
exercise
it.
in.
Do it.
And then our last question is from Earl in Illinois. Is a 4-inch concrete pad poured over approximately 18 inches of compacted rock a good base for our new Twilight 7.2? 5. Yes, it sounds perfect. So there you go. Those are our questions that we got prior to the Facebook Live. Thank you all.
All right, excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to spin this around. All right.
Here we are.
Here we are. Let's scroll through together.
Okay.
All right.
Did you show our really awesome banner behind us?
It's amazing.
For Challenge
It's amazing.
Daytona here?
All right, I'm going to scroll through these. Okay, there's a lot of comments. What do we got here? Sorry for the squinting. I'm going to slide. There's that too dark and weird. All right, let's go. Oh wow.
Lots of comments. Cool.
So I'm scrolling through. Okay, sound is good. We're all the way at the beginning. We're going to scroll through and answer questions directly. Dennis, we are not in Fort Wayne.
Although it's not.
It's probably warmer. It's probably warmer. We're in Florida, but it's pretty cold.
Here.
8.3, awesome tub. Toronto, been there. Waiting for my Twilight tub to be delivered. You are going to. That's Mike.
I know.
Let's see. All right. So, scrolling through San Antonio, Kevin Wright in Palm Coast. That's not far.
No.
New Brunswick, Canada, Richmond Hill. It's never cold in a spa or a swim spa. Ellen, you
nice.
You are correct.
Yes.
Seattle. All right. Lindsay, that's my favorite. So far, that's my favorite post.
Yeah.
So Lindsay is getting her 825 in the morning.
Awesome.
So you know what? Actually, that kind of makes me think of something. It's not really a question in there. It was more of a statement from Lindsay, but I love it. It's a great statement. So yesterday, this 8.2 that we're leaning on was delivered here, wired and wet, and it is at temperature. You are not far away, Lindsay, from being in that tub.
You should be in there tomorrow night.
Now, I will tell you, our friends here at Daytona International Speedway. I have to say it right. I can't say the racetrack, and that's okay. So we want to say it correctly. Our friends here, these guys wired this and filled it faster than I've ever seen in my career, which is a lot of wiring and filling. Absolutely unbelievable the support we've had here. It was shocking how amazing and proficient these guys are. Yeah. Oh my God. All right. I ordered a Twilight 8.2. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, what temperature should we leave the 19D swim spa and hot tub combination? All right, how do you say that? Delaney?
Yeah.
If I didn't say that right, I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Delaney. So I like 101 in the hot tub, okay? And hotter than that, I start to boil and we're cooking meat for me. So some people have no nerve endings and they like 104. So it's a little bit subjective. In the summertime, I like 100. In the wintertime, I like 101. And you can totally feel that 1 degree. I always explain it like this. If you have a fever and you have a fever of 100, and by the way, we had our temperature check today, no fevers here. if you have a fever of 100 and then it goes up to 101, you feel a heck of a lot worse at 101 than you do at 100. So you can completely feel that 1 degree, and it does make a difference. Now, in our swim spa, we're sort of babies, and
We are.
I'm okay with that.
Totally.
I have nothing left to prove.
I don't care.
Nothing
either.
left to prove.
I like to be warm.
So it's 89 degrees, and it's absolutely gorgeous in there. So I personally, if I had the dual temp, I would go 101 and 89. So, and then depending on where you are, if you're outside and it's wintertime, you can bring that up a little bit more on the swim side. Okay?
Yeah.
So hopefully that answered is probably a longer answer than you were looking for. Sorry. Let's see. I feel like that was the question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Earl,
Yeah.
Earl, you're good.
You're good.
Way good.
Awesome.
All right. England, awesome.
Oh, so cool.
Scrolling. All right. Our spa should arrive soon. Fantastic.
Nice. I saw some questions pop up.
Oh, here we go. Chris, we know you. Chris, you're here every week. All right, Chris.
Yes, the swim spas do have the deep tissue jets.
Actually, I'm going to add something. Mary had the good idea so that we could show the 8.2. We actually stole those same jets out of the swim spa that is behind us that you can't see just yet because we're not unveiling it yet. But those actually came out of a Challenger, Chris. So yes, absolutely, they have the same ones.
Yep.
The jets in the swim spas, other than the Trainer 12, are the same as the Twilights,
Yes.
and they are bad to the bone. You guys know what I always say with that. It's American muscle.
Muscle.
All right. How many seats we have in the Challenger? Does that equate to a 4-seat hot tub? More like three with the jets. There's 3 in there with the jets, and then you can sit 2 people on the steps if you really want to. But most of the time, it's two or three people in there using those jets.
I think the one that my parents were in, that video, the Facebook Live, they sit in the seats. You can see them. There's 3 jetted seats in there.
Yep. All right. Should I keep my hot tub at 100 degrees or should it be kept lower and heat up when getting in, Brent? All right, Brent. So I don't know where you're at. So I keep mine at 100 in the summertime and I never turn it down. I never turn it down 1 degree. I don't think you save a buck. These things, they're so efficient now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like the old days. You know, if it snows, the snow doesn't melt off the top. You need to get a push broom. Don't use anything sharp, a push broom, and get that snow off the cover. Love your cover back by being gentle when you remove the snow. And it's just fantastic. So
Yeah.
I would leave it exactly where you like it. You know, the whole thing with like an in-ground spa is you have to turn the heat on and wait for it to warm up. And, you know, I'm not would you describe me as impatient?
I refuse to comment on that.
I feel like she's calling me
Mike Wright said that you are not
He's dancing.
patient.
He's dancing behind the camera. You can't see it. So my impatience is legendary. It's legendary, and I'm not waiting for anything. My hot tub is at the temperature I love it at. I open the cover and get in just like that. That's what you should do. It's absolutely awesome. It makes life better.
It does.
All right, Brent. So put it where you love it and leave it. All right. Moving on. Okay. Josh, want. You know what? I think that says it all.
Want it.
I think that says it all right there. All right. What else do we got? How are we doing for time? We're good. We're half hour.
Okay.
Missouri. Greg, they don't. They actually don't. Greg was right. The neck and shoulder jets do not turn all the way off. They just turn down. And if you put the deep tissue jets in there, they are, in all 4, they are exceptionally powerful. And you will likely need to turn them down for certain people. What is the red light on the controller panel? I'm assuming you mean that's when the heat is on. When it's calling for heat, Wisconsin. What do we got? Ozark, Alabama. Home of Popeye. Mike McClure is on here today. So we're being, what's the word I'm looking for?
Heckled?
Graced.
Oh, sorry, Mike.
We're being I don't think he's heckling us at all. Mike's lovely.
Always.
Can you use baking soda in your hot tub? It's a lot cheaper. I don't. I wouldn't. That's just me. Let's see. I have the 825 awesome tub. Joe, we saw that before. It is an awesome tub. Jarrett, absolutely fantastic to see you. Here's a question. Is the 873 the same controls as the one you are displaying? Dennis, they are very, very similar. Some of the diverter valves are different, but the control panel is exactly the same as what you just saw. Okay. That's my tub. Brian Henderson, that's my tub. Love it. No, that's my tub. Actually, it's not my tub, but we've had every single person who walked by it said they wanted us to deliver it to their house afterwards. There's been no shortage of desire for this tub. All right. Can you swap on jets? It's a good question.
Yeah.
So this is from Ryan, and we do know more about hot tubs than just the water goes inside. So can you swap on jets in any of the other series like Clarity? Yes, you can. They're built the same way. You have the same gasket. You have the same clip jet. Okay? The difference is that most of the jets are the same. So as long as it's different, so the Clarity has about, I want to say 2 jets in there that are interchangeable. You've got some spinners and some deeps in there that are of the larger size, and that can be interchanged. And then the Healthy Living also has some that can be changed as well. Okay, so yes, but not nearly as much as the Twilight. All right, what do we got? That's a good question. Hello from Stillwater Lake. I enjoyed my stretching today in our Trainer 12.
Awesome.
Absolutely. Mike, keep going. All right. How we doing here? I think we're actually going to get through every single question. All right. You knew chemical stuff. You knew it was coming.
Yep.
Renee, all right. New spa owner here. Our hot tub chemicals are within range, but we are getting a line of scum around the water line. It never lets me use your finger. See, it's not just me.
No, this one's not working today. I would recommend a Mr. Clean Magic Erase and just wipe along the water line, and that should take away the scum. It's probably more like metal is coming out of the water and just it's pushing it to the filters, and sometimes it kind of collects along the edge.
Yep. So when you initially fill it, you put in your what's the proper sequestering agent? Your sequestering. I have to use the right word. Sequestering agent. And then what that does is it grabs onto the metal, and then sometimes you'll get a line. You just wipe that off with a magic erase. If it's something else, it could be soap from your clothes. But as you guys know, you're not supposed to wear clothes in a hot tub. So there's that. I like to tell people that it voids the warranty if you wear clothes in there. But of course, we all know that's not true, and I'll probably get in trouble for that. But that's okay. That's kind of been the theme of my life. Moving on. So just wipe that with a magic erase, and you're good to go. All right. And if there's something reintroducing it, you got to figure out where it's coming from. All right.
Hi, Jay Jardin.
Jay Jardin.
We'll see you soon.
Jay Jardin, are you still watching? I saw your text, and we were getting ready to do this. I didn't blow you off. Is he here? Are they here yet?
No, they're coming tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Jay, when you get here tomorrow, we'll snuggle. It'll be great.
He's going to be racing Challenge Daytona.
Any chance of getting tri-kits of master spas? Ooh. How do we answer, Mike, how do we answer that? Oh,
We'd like to know too, so.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
We're
Mike's
working on it.
It'll be from the Mike Wright collection.
His name is Mike Wright, okay? And you can contact him. He loves it. All right. John Wolf, love my 7.2 Twilight in Iowa. I love your 7.2 Twilight in Iowa too. All right. Julie, can you talk about the guts and the difference between it and Bullfrog? I don't really want to get into another manufacturer, so I'm going to say no on that one. But
if you call your local dealer, they can probably
that's
help
a question.
you with that.
That's a question for them. We're not bashers, and they do what they do. We do what we do. Of course, everyone knows that we're freaking awesome. So we're going to move on. Temperature for swim. Spa.
Oh, we answered
We got
yours.
that.
Yep.
Delaney, we got you. Do you recommend a hot tub cover lift kit? You know, I'll say this, Lindsay. You have lots of different options out there. For me, you know, as you guys know, I was a Marine, and the Marine Corps, we keep it simple because that's what works. So the simpler, the better. And it's just, in my opinion, and this is just opinion, keep it simple, but definitely use a cover lift because it makes life a little better. and they're nice. Okay, so definitely want to grab one of those. I don't have a recommendation as to which one. They all work pretty well, and most of them are universal and fit most hot tubs and most sizes anyway. Okay. Salt water, we're not getting into that. What are the chemicals needed for the test strip? We're not doing that. We actually have done, if you go to our YouTube page, we have done a live all about chemicals. And then you have, of course, the standard videos that use all the proper words and everything, which I'm never going to do, and you know that.
Thank you, Kayla, for posting that link.
She's awesome.
Yep.
She's like right on this.
She is.
You have to laugh as you watch it happen as we're saying it. She is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah.
All I can, and this is like, the support that we get from the marketing crew at Master and everyone involved
is really awesome.
Is epic. And everywhere we go, we seem to get lots of great people out there, and it just makes life better. Okay, so if you have wonderful people in your life, go give them a hug. Cannot wait in Delaware. Absolutely, Kathy. Okay, Lindsay. One piece of advice? That's a $1 million question.
She's getting her hot tub tomorrow. This is the one who's getting her hot tub tomorrow. So
see, that's why we're partners, because she remembers every little detail, and then I'm like a dog. As soon as it's done and I scroll up, poof, gone.
Lindsay, keep your hot tub at the temperature that you like so that you use it all the time.
I have advice to you. So if you've heard our chemical speech before, you want to make sure that you don't let anybody pee in it. Okay?
There you go.
Don't let anybody pee in it. Use a little bit of sanitizer after each time you get out, and it will be very, very easy to take care of. Okay? But most of all, leave it at temperature and just love it.
Yeah.
Use it. It's awesome. Makes life better.
It does.
All right. Let's see. Brian Hester, do dual units share the same water, or do they treat each end separately? It's a good question. Okay? So what's interesting, and that a lot of people may not know, is there's actually a pass-through between the filters on the dual temps. Okay, so it helps keep the water level, where it's supposed to be, the level's correct. And I would recommend treating them separately because it's a lot of water. You're not going to pass 100% of the water through that leveling connection in those filters. So I would recommend, not filtering, but correcting or chlorinating that water separately. Okay, but there is some pass through. They are actually connected, but not enough. Jay Jardin, 85 swimming in my Challenger. Temperature, heck yeah. 89 and 102.
No,
John,
nice.
I nailed it. John, I nailed it. All right. Let's see. I don't know. How and where to install? No, that we need to. Well, Loretta, we see your question. We'll get on that one later. It won't let me look at the whole question.
Whole question, yeah.
All right, what do we got? Is it better to fill hose or a water tanker? Delaney. So in our warehouse where our swim spa is.
He has a 19 deep. So if you have the ability to get a water tanker to fill it, it's amazing. It's much faster because it takes many hours to fill with a hose.
Right.
But there's nothing wrong with filling it with a hose.
But if you have a well, if you have, like I have a well at home, so I wouldn't recommend using a well for 400 gallons. That's going to put a heck of a demand on your well, and maybe not something you want to do. So for something big, water truck, for something small, use the hose. If you have a well and your water's rough, then it's a judgment call there. All right, when is your next live session for Challenger 15? Oh, there's enough content. We're doing more. Don't get me wrong.
We'll probably be back there in two weeks, which is like Wednesday the 16th. We'll probably be back in our warehouse.
She nailed it.
For back in our Challenger 15. But you can also go back into the previous Facebook lives, and you can see, all of our sessions from the Challenger 15, the H2X Challenger 15.
Okay, let's see. Melanie, this is our Melanie. How often should I run the filter cycle, and for how long? I run for 1 hour at 2 a.m. and 2 p.m. That's super minimal.
Yeah.
I would run more than that. Actually, there was a question before that said, they don't wear suits and don't use lotion, but water isn't clear. You can control that filtration cycle. I like more filtration, so I always turn mine up. Okay, so you know, I like 8 hours a day.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, our swim spa,
Yeah.
we have a lot of
in the
demand
hot
in
tub,
there.
maybe 2 and 2.
I'd go 4 and 4.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
4 and 4.
Might as well.
Life's too short to be fighting the water. Just go 4 and 4, and it'll be easy. All right.
Lots of questions today.
Yeah, there is. I don't know that question. That's a strange. First call. MP Dual coming soon. Awesome. Greg, what other spa company does this? None. So glad we went with the master. You know what? Thank you for saying that. That's like the... I thought the other comment was the best. Sorry, Lindsay. I got it right. That one's the best.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
No one does this. No one. You got that right. All right. Okay, we're at the end. What's the difference from the balance and what you're showing? All right, Joe. Main difference is going to be the size. So a balance 7 is 7x7. This is 8x8. So this is larger. This has got bigger pumps and not necessarily more jets, but bigger jets. So more water flow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the main difference. All right. All right.
So let's just recap. We're here again on location at Challenge Daytona at the Daytona International Speedway.
And it's cold.
It is cold.
The face mask's actually keeping our faces warm, and my hands are freezing.
And we'll be back on. We're not quite sure time, so just keep your notifications, and we'll hopefully be back on tomorrow at some point. We're going to be revealing something very exciting tomorrow, our new swim spa. So if you're interested,
it's crazy.
Is it going to be at 4 o'clock? Sorry, it's going to be at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So tomorrow at 4 we'll be back to unveil our exciting new swim spa. And just in one other thing, if you go now that we're finishing up, you can go over to our.
Oh, we got a question. We got a question.
Go over to our Master Spas Instagram page to like and leave a comment to win a swag bag that's filled with some really awesome goodies. So as soon as we finish here, go over there, like that, make a comment, and you'll be in the running for a swag bag. But there's 10, so
10 swag bags.
All right.
No, we're not done yet.
Oh boy.
We're not done yet. So, all right.
I'm cold.
We're not done. You stay put. Shush. Look at her hands. Can you see her hands? Her hands. She's shivering. All right. We got a couple more questions. Kevin, just got my LSX 900. How often should I drain and refill? A little bit subjective. Depends on use. Some people get a year out of it. Some people change it 4 times a year. Entirely up to you. But it a little bit depends on use and how really awesome you are with the water. Okay, so worst case scenario 4 times, best case scenario once. All right. I'm waiting for the balance 7. Bill Walker, I just talked to you this morning. I literally I saw his name and I'm like, no, we're going to talk about this live. If we flush mount the tub in the deck, can we use a cover lifter? Actually, you can if you leave a gap around the hot tub. But I don't think I would. I would because you know, like we talked about this morning, Bill is flush mounting an LSX 700, and what I would do there, Bill, is just leave it flush with the deck, and you don't really need a cover lifter for that. That's what I recommend. The cover lifter is going to create a gap that you don't want for the fit and finish. Is not going to look right. So ace the cover lifter idea and do what you were going to do. If you want to use a cover lifter, then I would recommend you get about a foot of that hot tub sticking up above the deck. Then you can use a cover lifter. But if you're going to do that, you might as well go 18. This is where the slope gets slippery. You might as well go 18 inches, and then so you can sit your tush on the edge of it and spin in. Okay, so those are the 2 answers there.
You're awesome too, Mike McClure.
Mike McClure's awesome. Joe, should I upgrade to this one? You know, that's.
It kind of depends on what you have now.
Yeah. Well, he's waiting for a balance.
Oh,
so
okay.
he's waiting for a balance. Joe's waiting for a balance.
The balance
Should you upgrade
is awesome too.
It's an awesome hot tub.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no difference in quality at all. Same level of quality, same American muscle. It's just a different, it's just like anything else. You can get you can get a Chevy Camaro, you can get a Chevy Corvette. So it's just a matter of what flavor you're looking for. As far as the therapeutic value, this is going to have more control, more capability as far as dialing it in specifically for you. That being said, how many hours have I spent in a Balance 7? Gajillion of them, and it's absolutely awesome. So you're in a great place. Don't feel that you have to. If you want to, you certainly can. Okay, so no, you don't necessarily need to at all. All right, Master Spas. All right, we're
Awesome.
done. That's it.
Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow at 4.
Yep, and then again in 2 weeks.
And then, yeah.
All right, be good.
Exciting news tomorrow.
Be good, kids. We love you. Ciao.
Bye.